Talented Da Vinci. Did you know Leonardo da Vinci was born during the Renaissance period, a time when people were growing in interest of art and literature and were willing to try new things. They designed beautiful paintings and statues which would decorate their homes and churches. Renaissance means rebirth. Leonardo was a boy not raised in a traditional family. In spite of his unlucky childhood, he grew up to be a famous painter and helped develop the concept of perspective. Eventually, he moved on to constructing bridges and war machines. Leonardo was born in Italy on April 15, 1452. He was born in the city of Vinci and used this for his last name, Leonardo da Vinci. He was born the son of a well-to-do businessman named Ser Piero. His mother was a poor peasant woman who was beautiful. Unfortunately, Leonardo's parents never married. Because his father was ashamed, he left Leonardo with his mother until he was 2 years old. Then he was sent to live with his grandparents and raised mostly by his uncle Francesco. Francesco was a farmer who loved nature. In the country, Leonardo also loved nature and sketched everything he saw on paper, which his father had given him. Excitedly, Leonardo traveled to Florence at age 12 and was lucky to be an apprentice under Verrocchio. Verrocchio was strict. At first, Leonardo's jobs were to sweep the floors, make and clean paintbrushes. He slept with other apprentices above the studio. Soon Verrocchio saw that Leonardo had a special talent and gave him more important work to do. When Leonardo painted an angel in the painting of Verrocchio's, everything else in the picture looked stiff. Verrocchio never picked up a paintbrush again. Da Vinci creatively used science and nature in his paintings to make them look real. He also used math for placements of objects in his work. He was known for making many notes. As a left-handed writer, he wrote his notes backwards. Leonardo was one of the first artists to use perspective and made mountains blur into the background. The Mona Lisa is the most famous of Leonardo's paintings. She has a mysterious look and her eyes are always looking straight at you. Leonardo, who was 26, painted the Annunciation in 1478. His greatest work was The Last Supper. He left 3 out of his 13 paintings unfinished. Because Verrocchio was kind and Leonardo had a sense of belonging, he stayed longer than most apprentices stayed with their masters. Leonardo left Florence and moved to Milan. He worked for the Duke Ludovico. Da Vinci offered to help with military engineering. Leonardo had designs to build bridges and moats. Ludovico was fascinated with Leonardo's sketches. Under Verrocchio, Leonardo had learned casting metal and the making of armor. The Duke's nephew was getting married and Leonardo was in charge of the entertainment. He created a mountain to split in two, and what the people saw was a model of heaven lit by torches. And everything turned around and around. It was a fantastic stage for the actors. Clearly, another area of interest for Leonardo was the human body. He actually thought of it as a perfect machine. Leonardo was raised primarily by his uncle, who lived in the country because his parents never married. He had a very special talent. Willingly, he studied under Verrocchio. He sketched designs and created weapons used in battle. I would say the most significant thing about his work is his paintings, The Last Supper being my favorite. In this work, I am reminded of Christ before his death on the cross to wash away our sins. This painting shows Da Vinci's superior talent to give life and movement to his work.